are underway here in Week 3.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
For the first time with Austin Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Herbert. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Yetur Gross-Matos
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Allen. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete.
Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9. At the 20.
Here's Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw here, Herbert. Henry brings it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going left side here, and it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stat, Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
For the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last fall. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Panthers.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Lodge. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
That's what love to run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Making the tackle there, Corn Elder.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brought him down.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. 30, 10,
Go time,
5,
baby.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack it.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Henry's got it down on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Herbert throwing again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. You're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit?
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's got him down the crossing route. That's more. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Chargers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Joe Reed returning. Good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
and that's caught inside the 35. For a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 84 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Panthers 28. Chargers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Herbert now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. Now the incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first down, Kaepernick got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Panthers.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. That one complete to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll air this one. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
His 3rd interception. Picked off at the 45. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And look at this. It's a fake. He will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware of this.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Cornelder. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We will return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Kaepernick hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ball carrier.
Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Chargers on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the screen, this is Eckler. And outbounds right around the 20.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he's going to Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Going on the ground with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw left side, complete. That's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
3rd and 1.
Now it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on fourth down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
2nd and 8. At
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get...
And my goodness, another interception. Damian James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yes, folks, Folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the throwaway. Brings up a third down.
And the chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Chargers.
A big offensive explosion helped lead.